concentration to his serve. And of course, having plucked himself from the real horns of a dilemma, it may be Stich, in fact, who is worse off after that game.
Both men have missed 4 break points in this opening set, and it's 4-all. In many ways, it already reminds me of the best parts of yesterday's ladies' final, because every point at the moment is having to be fought for.
Well, it's such a magnificent game, I think, on clay like this, when the balls are fast and conditions are pretty quick. This is what the US Open was like those few years when it was played on the hard-true surface. People like Arantes and co winning there. And of course it was because it wasn't the Americans who were winning that they actually changed it back to, what didn't change it back, brought on the cement. It used to be grass.
It was Stich's 5th ace. Kafelnikov served 4. Stich's first serve percentage, 45. Kafelnikov now down at 43. And I suppose that's another factor why we're having a lot of rallies here, is that both men are struggling to get the first serve in.
Yes, certainly not serve dominated, apart from that one service game of Kafelnikov's 3 aces in a row.
Still no breaks to serve. 5-4 Stich. Kafelnikov will have to serve to save the set. And Kafelnikov serving at 4-5. And there, Yevgeny just apologising because the ball had shot off a line and given Stich a tough bounce.
Yes, I was hoping he wasn't apologising for his first backhand down the line, as that means he's clicked. Now, if only his serve could click.
And that maybe is what Stich should have done in the last game.
Yes. Certainly got the ball back in play. This is really just not a big enough, not a pressureful point enough for Kafelnikov to miss. 15 love. He's pretty deadly given a target like that. But like Rosset playing Edberg, he loved that target. And Kafelnikov thrived whenever Sampras gave him a target.
Just wide. It's almost as if the two men are gathering themselves and thinking, maybe it's going to be a tie-break. And of course it was the tie-break that was so crucial between Kafelnikov and Sampras. I mean, Sampras afterwards was saying, well, I'm not saying I could have won if I'd won that tie-break, but I think I would have had a burst of energy.
Yes, I'm sure he would have.
Ace number 6.
15-0.
Well, he's getting carried away a little bit with the slice. That's what I wondered about earlier, playing such delightful little drop shots. And now just trying it a little excessively. He might say the ball kept a little low. I'm not so sure.
Premier service.
At times, Stich's footwork hasn't been that good.
No, deep second serve. He wouldn't have expected it to be hit that deep, but that's where Kafelnikov is so good. That was virtually at his feet.
That's wide, and here's the opportunity now for Kafelnikov. Stich had those 3 chances, which, if he'd taken one of them, would have left him serving for the set. And now Kafelnikov has 2.
Quarante.
202 kilometers an hour, that one.
And that was only 181, but it was plumb on the centre line.
40.
And it seems to be with such little effort. Of course, it's just a masterpiece of timing. Wrist snap, acceleration.
You can come up with 3 in a row. I'll get a couple of break points down and then 3 in a row. And then a winning serve just for good measure. Break points, no problem to me, says Stich. 6-5. Can you make it to the tie break, Yevgeny?
Stephen par 6 jeux à 5.
We'll be back after this.
Well, word perfect suite, an exceptionally intuitive processor.
First rally is on. Stich just missing. Kafelnikov to 15 love at 5-6.
I must say, Stich looks remarkably cool through it all. But then, you know, I don't know what I expect him to do. Just look a bit more nervous.
Well, he's pointing at a mark, and Bruno Reberg is saying, no, that's the wrong mark. And Stich registers his protest and then walks. 30-15.
Well, it'll be very interesting now to see just what Stich does should the first serve be missed. Whether he steers or whether he really wraps. His temper today suggests really giving the ball a good hit.
Oh, that's assuming he can get a racket on the ball. He thought that the Stich serving in the last game to get out of trouble was spectacular. But remember, this is second serve. You've served 4 double faults. Another one of your set point down. No problem. 5th ace.
And you could see Stich there making a tremendous move. It reminded me a bit of Sanchez Vicario yesterday on second serve against Graf. Graf seeking to do the same thing on the right court.
Serge, kafelnikov.
Tie-break time.
Première manche, jeu décisif.
Well, Stich won both his tiebreakers. Kafelnikov won all in the tournament, and during the year, Kafelnikov 10-4 in tiebreakers. I didn't add up Stich because he hasn't played that much.
No, even with 6 matches played in this tournament, Michael's only played 16 all year. And Kafelnikov, 52. Going for the too fancy there from Stich. Immediate mini break.
Beautiful control. What a wonderful point. And Stich really seeking pressure. That's what he was doing, because it wasn't a particularly good approach, but he meant it. And a lovely two-hander down the line. Two-hander down the line, number 2.
Kafelnikov.
Yes, I'm afraid, judging particularly by the people who headed the tiebreak in the ATP Tour last year, the percentage of wins, the majority of those at the head of the tiebreak list were those with very good ground strokes. So it tends to be ground strokes that win tiebreakers, strangely enough.
I think Stich's saying, I thought my rackets would be back by now. Love 3, it's only 1 point against the serve.
Kafelnikov.
Oh, that's a huge second serve.
3-2, Kafelnikov.
Yes, absolutely brilliant, as you say, David, because it was hit quickly, but it also got up off such a good length. Almost impossible to play.
3-2, still 1 point advantage. And Stich and feeling maybe that one shot through. They'll change ends. 4-2.
Yes, important really although I say that ground strokes tend to win tiebreakers. As we look at Stich's dancing feet, don't get the idea of how tall and gangly he is looking at this part of him. This was the approach on the backhand. Kafelnikov hit down the line.
Well, that is a peculiar choice of shot, I have to say.